Okay. Okay. It is your money. You paid for it. You paid for my time. Okay. You paid for the knowledge. I do not belong to the school of thought that some people will be teaching you and they will be unreachable. No. Yes, I am busy actually, but I normally respond to every tag within 5 minutes, no matter how busy I am. Even if I'm not going to be available, I'll just tell you I'm not, just give me some time. I am not around, right? Or I'll use voice notes. Okay. But it is, I want you to see this way. It is your right. You paid for it. So always tag me any issue. And then you people should always converse, have a conversation. All right? Have a conversation, solve each other's problem. It must not be me to solve your problem. Do you understand? I'll be very happy. Like in the other group, there are times people will be like, okay, this is the issue, this is what you have to do, this is what you don't have to do. All right. Things like that will even make you to learn more. Okay? To make you to learn more. And the last things I would say here before we go into opening N8N is this. I particularly brought this. We all know what this is, right? What is this? Unmute your mic and talk. What is this?
Na pure water.
Pure water. Correct. This is pure water. Good. I kept it here. You always have to use pure water beside you. Because you're going in for a long ride. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you'll be practicing on your own. It is always good to practice. Let me tell you this. It's better to drag and drop 2 notes, or 3 notes or 4 notes. It's better to drag and drop than to watch 10 hours of video. Do you understand? I keep saying this. One of the guys that joined late in my other class, in fact, he's the first person that finished his project. He said it in the public group, the free group. He said it that what helped him was the advice I gave him. It's better to drag and drop than to watch long videos. And as we are doing this now, let me give you this advice. Some of you will think that maybe I don't want you to learn, but let me tell you for free. As you're learning this, please avoid YouTube for now. Do you understand? Avoid YouTube for now. Even if you want to make use of YouTube for specific issues. Don't go and start watching N8N videos on YouTube. You will get yourself more confused. Do you understand? Sometimes you go to YouTube, you want to watch API integration. From there, you're watching AI agents, you're watching this. Before you know it, you will not achieve anything throughout the day. You just end up being a more confused person. Do you understand? Avoid YouTube. Avoid YouTube for now. Do you understand? Avoid YouTube for now. If you must make use of YouTube, go to specific topics. Go to specific topics. What specific troubleshooting you want to do? Maybe you're working on AI agents, or maybe you're working on switch node and something is giving you issue. You want to use YouTube, you are free, but go to YouTube, watch switch. Watch about switch. Don't go and watch about N8N. Watch about switch. If not, you end up coming back a more confused person. Have you seen that picture where someone was traveling on the road and he made took a picture, his face was bright, and the next picture he took was his face was dusty. Their car don't tumble. His face was dusty. That is how you're going to be. You go to YouTube with a bright face, then you come out with a dusty face. That is it, right? So avoid it for now. There will be a time when you will need it, but for now, just avoid it. I'm treating everybody here as a newbie. I don't want to hear and I don't want to know if you have done anything before or not. All right. Then the next is that practice every day. Bring out 2 hours or more. Practice every day. Sometimes when you're practicing, your head will feel clouded. It is normal. Don't be jazz. Nobody's doing it. It's normal. I passed through it. When I was learning N8N, I gave up 2 times. I gave up 2 times. I stopped learning because I was like, what am I doing? Like, I will be doing this, it will be giving me error, it will be giving me, I'll give up twice. But I found a cure to it, 2 cures, and I'm going to add 3. Me, I used 2, and I'm going to add a third one to you. Number 1 cure I found about it is when your head is beclouded, you can't progress. Shut down your laptop. Have some rest. Go and walk for like 1 hour. Have a walk for like 1 hour. You'll find out that when you are walking, that thing that where you were stuck, you'll be thinking about it. And when you're thinking about it, you'll be getting ideas. No, that one is not village people. The village people is network. All right. So when you're walking, you'll be getting ideas. You'll be getting inspiration. Then when you're done walking, just go and have your bath. Eat if you want to eat, then come back to your system. At every point in time you are stuck or you are feeling confused, if you continue, you will not progress. Trust me. Has anyone here experienced it? If you have experienced it and you progress in AI automation, if you have experienced it and you progress, that means I'm not saying the truth. Right? But trust me, that time you are stuck, your head is stuck. You can't do, you find yourself not doing something, the thing is not working, just shut down your system, go and work. You find out that when you come back, you pass that hurdle. Work for 1 hour minimum. After you finish working, have your bath, eat, come and face your system. You see that how you find yourself doing that thing. That is number 1 solution. Number 2 solution is when you're stuck, leave it, go and sleep. Sometimes you see yourself doing that thing in the dream. I'm not even joking. Now, this is not a joke. You find yourself in the dream doing that thing because what is now inside your head is N8N, N8N, N8N. That is now what is in your head. You find yourself doing that thing in the dream. But the key thing is go and sleep. Either you walk or you sleep. The third thing, which is why I brought this almighty man here, is on week 2 or week 3, you feel like giving up. Go and drink pure water. Whenever you feel like giving up, drink pure water. Why did I say drink pure water? Even if you used to drink bottled water, drink pure water, so that you know that life is not easy. There is no skill. There is no skill in this life that is easy to get. One fact is that sometimes you've registered for N8N, right? You hear somebody talking about virtual assistants. You hear somebody talking about prompt engineering. You hear somebody talking about, you think those ones are easy to learn. Oh, N8N automation is now, probably this academy is easier to learn here, but these people, they're easier to learn there. No. When you get there too, you find out that it's also difficult. You want to jump from there to another one. That's how you keep jumping. At the end of the year, 1 year, you want to enter cloud coding. 1 year, you've not achieved anything, but and you keep wasting money registering from one to the other. And if you want to do cloud coding, you want to do agentic coding and all that, please learn N8N. Learn N8N, understand how these things work manually before we now go into the coding side. That is my advice, all right? So, that is it. Some of you will feel like giving up on the week 2 and week 3. Please do not give up. Go ahead. When you miss 2 videos, when you miss 2 consecutive classes, you feel like there is no need to continue. Or sometimes you want to practice. One mind, one voice be telling you, leave this thing now, later you come and do it. Leave this thing now, later. Don't listen to that voice. That voice is the real village people coming from the deepest down of the village. Come and make you not practice. Come and make you not learn anything. You want to practice, you want to do your assignment, your voice is telling you, leave it now. The next 2 hours, come and do it. Next 1 hour, come and do it. Then tomorrow, you still have time tomorrow. Don't listen. That is how to give up. That's the easiest way to give up. Once you listen to that voice, it's given up. Trust me. And if you miss two classes or you miss a class, watch the video. Come to the group, ask questions, do the assignments. Don't allow yourself to be used by that voice that will tell you, I will use video to meet up. Once you start listening to, I will use video to meet up, your own is gone. I'm telling you for a fact, your own is gone. You start missing these classes. All right. So, any questions before we go into the class itself? And sorry, let me talk about the registration. While on TikTok, I used to tell you people almost in every class that there are 3 ways to host N8N. Number 1 is you register free accounts. When I was learning, I used 3 or 4 free accounts and self-hosted accounts, all right, to learn. My first free account expired. I registered with another email. That one expired. I registered with another email, and I got 28 days trial on the 3rd email. Luckily, I got 28 days, but I was still using my self-hosted account to practice. My self-hosted account is one you host on your laptop. Okay. Then, after I was done learning, I'm now teaching on TikTok, and I was teaching free. December, I was teaching free of charge. December 8th, free of charge, no class, nothing. What I was now like, okay, let me teach people this skill. I've seen that people need skills and all that. But still free of charge. TikTok. I didn't have in mind to do it in a class way, right? Then somebody met me on TikTok and said, I see that you're using a free or a self-hosted account. Let me host for you free of charge. I know what you're doing. And the person today now said, okay, I can help register or host for my class people at 30,000 naira per year. So there are 3 ways. Register free account, but everybody here, whether you use N8N before or not, please start from free account today, right? Register a free account. Somebody is going to share their screen, and I will take you through the interface. But my interface and your interface are not going to be the same. All right. So I will use your own interface to show you, and also use my own interface too. So you can register free accounts. I will show you how to download your workflows and move them into your next account. That is 1. Number 2, you can host on your laptop. And when you host on your laptop, you don't have to pay anything. But however, there are limitations to it. Okay, and for you to pull your workflow to the cloud, to internet, you have to use other integrations. Okay? Or you can host on cloud. If you have a virtual private server, if you have a private server, you can host here by yourself. You can use Hostinger. You can use the guy I told you about. He's the guy handling the vibe coding, right? He's the guy handling the vibe coding. So you can use him to host anyone that you want, right? But please start from free account. Make your life easier first so that you will not get frustrated in the first place, right? So the first 5 people that registered, I would show you the list, and then I'll give you your free 1-year hosting when your 14 days is expiring. Okay. Any questions? Please, you can mute your mic to ask. Oh, this is not. You can mute your mic to ask. Ask your question. Because once I go to the N8N interface, I will not be seeing your comments anymore. Right? So at the end of our program, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the question is there, at the end of our program, are we going to get certificate? Are we going to be certified, or just be going our own way?
Your last statement was not necessary. Like, so just be going out. Okay. Yes. From now, you would, if you need, actually, you'll be given certificate of completion. All right, giving certificate of completion. But before you are given that, you will have to do your capstone project. You understand? I have to see your capstone project before I give you. All right. So if you want to be going your own way, no problem. You don't want to be going your own way. All right, no problem. All right. Kilian Bulem, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, some of these subscription like the N8N, can we pair up like a team, like a group of persons and subscription? Because I think I was seeing something like, if you're using it for work, and how many persons are going to be working with you? So is it possible to do the registration as a team, use it together?
Yeah, that is when you are subscribed on N8N server. N8N subscription itself is around $24 per month or not per year. But that's of the private hosting, like you're hosting on your own server. I don't know if you can really add somebody. I don't know. You can. I'll check on that. I've not really explored. Maybe when I share my screen now, I will check. Right? I'll check.
Okay, sorry. Before you go, so what you're saying is that we can host our own servers and probably use it. Maybe if it's possible to host, other people, our colleagues can also be accessing our servers. Am I correct?
Yeah. No. What I'm saying in essence is you can, if you have a server, all right. If you have a server you are hosting your N8N, you can host for others. So you can host N8N instances for others, and they will have their own login and credentials to using them, just like mine. Someone is hosting for me. Someone is hosting my own N8N instance, right? So for those in cloud computing and others, you know how that works, right? You can host for people, right? Either you can host for them free or you charge them, anyone. But hosting these days is no longer expensive. So Prosper, go ahead.
Before now, I registered on N8N, but I'm not. I just went there to maybe see how everything
And it has
works.
expired.
I don't even know, but should I? Is it to register on another email or
So I think you should just register another one. If it's over 14 days, just register another one.
I think it's over.
Okay. Yeah, just register another one. Okay, Idode.
Yes, I think maybe I missed the part. Is this class recorded?
Yes,
Maybe I
yes.
missed what. Yeah. Okay, that's
It's
it.
already
Thank
there.
you.
All right. You're welcome.
I will get the recording at the end.
Don't let that spirit get to you that you always want to watch the recording. You know what I'm saying?
No, just for reference in case we practicing.
Okay, yes. For
Uh,
practicing, yes, you will. Then there's something else I want to tell you guys, right? To make the recording more organized. So instead of always posting it on my Google Drive and people will be asking me for recording, all right? So what I'm going to do, so you guys determine, right, if this works for you. For the sake of this class, I am making up a website so that when you log in, you register, okay? I will have to approve you from behind. You understand? From the back end. You will see the week and the day, week one, day one, with the recording and the module covered. You can watch the module. Sorry, you can watch the video. That's in sequence. You understand? So you see week one, you see week two, you see week one, day one, week one, day two, week one, day three, like that. So you just register into the website and be watching the thing. So I will host the videos on YouTube, but I will not make the YouTube videos to be public. I will make them private so that only you can see them. You understand? All right. Okay, that's okay. I can see a lot. So I will give you the website is ultimaspark.com. Ultimaspark.com. And the meaning of Ultimaspark is human being is the ultimate being. That's ultimate being with a spark. Your talent is your spark. All right. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen, and somebody here, I will use your screen. I said it's a practical class. Please, if you haven't registered, you're using your laptop right now, you can share your laptop screen. Let me show you. Let me take you through the process of registration. Ultimaspark.com. Ultimaspark.com. Okay. Although it's not yet fully ready, but After it, whenever each video is ready, I will upload it here, and I'll be approving your registration one after the other. Okay. Then let me share my screen and take you through, like I said, no theories. All right. I'll first of all take you through the interface. Then while taking you through the interface, you didn't start on Optimus Spark last night? No, not the form, not the form I gave you. I mean the website, Optimus Spark. Okay, N8N. All right. So let me take you through this. Yeah. So here, this is my own interface. My own N8N interface. All right. And let me take you into here. This is what you're going to see on my own. So this one will suspend this. Then I will use someone's interface. Someone will share their screen. Okay. Then I will use your interface to take you through it. Okay? Then after that, we will now talk about your workflow thinking. Because we have to cover this today, knowing that when we come tomorrow, we just go straight to building automation from scratch. Do you understand? Introduction to nodes and building automation from scratch. All right. So right now, that is my interface. You will not be able to see, but you will not be able to understand it very well if I'm using my own interface, right? This is why I want to use your own. If you do not, if you know how to share your screen and you have registered or you want to register, go ahead to share screen. Now look at this thing I'm circling here. Can you see my mouse? Look at my screen. See my mouse. You see this here. You see that is where you click. Click on it. You see something that share the screen here. Click on it. You will be able to share your screen. All right, good. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All right. Awesome. So while this person is trying to register on N8N, I'm going to, yeah, that first result there, yes. Why are you using Bing? Okay, now let me take you through something first. Yeah, hold on here. Now we've entered into workflow. Okay. Questions some of you will be asking is, what is AI automation? What is AI automation? AI, there are two terminologies there, AI and automation. Do you understand? Now, what is the AI automation itself? We are not just here to learn AI automation, we are here to learn automation and AI automation. First of all, how do you determine what to automate? How do you determine, okay, this is when I have to automate as a business owner or as a company? Let's say you want to work with a company or you're working with a company or you own a business or you're working with a company and you're supposed to be defining when that company automates something. All right. Now, AI automation is the use of technology or tools to carry out repetitive tasks. Do you understand? To save time, boost ROI, increase revenue or save revenue, and avoid mistakes or reduce mistakes to the barest minimum. Do you understand? Save time, increase ROI, increase revenue, boost revenue, or reduce revenue wastage, and reduce mistakes to the barest minimum. When do you know when to automate or what to automate? You know when to automate when something is being repetitive. For instance, all of you here filled a form. I gave you a form to fill, right? For instance, if it wasn't the time of automation, or if it wasn't when technology has started, I will be telling you to write your name, your phone number, and all those. I'm telling you to write all of them on WhatsApp for me, right? And I'll now go and copy it from WhatsApp and save it to a spreadsheet. Imagine when I do that for over 40 persons, or when I am now doing that for 20, 30 persons a day, I'll start making mistakes, right? I'll start focusing on things instead of me to focus on more important things. I'll be focusing on, say, copying your name and pasting, right? But because I needed you, I have to have your details and send you the curriculum, the modules. You understand? Send you other details to WhatsApp to where to join our orders. All right. So imagine I have to write all those emails one after the other for somebody. That's going to be it's going to be a repetitive task for me. It's going to be tedious for me. All right. Sometimes I will even get confused and even make mistakes in sending you the emails, because now I'll start sending you generic emails instead of personalized emails, right? What did I do? I automated that process so that once you register, you will receive the details, the vital details you need. You will receive all of them. Do you understand? That is when to automate, and that is I have automated. And here I use AI automation. Now, what is automation itself? And why am I saying there is automation and there is AI automation? Now, there is automation itself and there's AI automation. Now, automation, which is the ones where we are going to start from, that are non-AI automation, are the workflows that do not have AI embedded in them, or do not make use of your AI. Do you understand? Like, you want to simply take a form or take details from people, send them emails. You can do that by simply mapping. You don't have to put AI into them. Remember that for every workflow you put AI, you're running a cost. All those emails you people are receiving, I am running a cost from the AI token, right? If I don't want to run those costs from AI token, I can also send those emails to you people manually. But I prefer my AI to send them to you. Do you understand? Good. That is one. Then, which one is now the AI itself? Or the AI automation itself? The AI automation is now when you put AI into those workflows to make some smart decisions. Make smart decisions, maybe draft email for you instead of you to be drafting those emails. What's it called? Let's say if you check when you receive your email, you see that the AI, the email made reference and talked about your reason for registering. Okay, that is that AI read why you registered and talks to you about it, right? That is now when smart decisions are needed. Do you understand? That smart decision, it is the AI that will do it. It's not me that will now do it. But if I have to be doing it every time, I'm going to be fatigued. Okay. So when do you automate? Like I said, when you have replicas, when your company, your organization, your business, or anywhere you work or want to work, have a couple of repetitive tasks that is making them take more time instead of focusing on the strategic aspects of it. A simple instance of automation that you use almost every day, but you don't even know that is an automation, is this: your alarm system. You set your alarm to be 6 o'clock in the morning every day to wake you up. In as much as some of you, when alarm rings, you just use eye, you do like this. You press the phone, bam, silence it, and continue your sleep. So we do it, right? Everybody here has done it before. I just you click, bam, you silence your phone and continue sleep. Now that's setting that alarm to be repetitive every morning is you performing an act that is going to be repeating itself automatically. You don't have to set your alarm every day by 6 p.m. But you just set 6 p.m. daily, and that alarm repeats itself every day by 6 p.m. But you don't know you have actually done automation there. Do you understand? And I need you to approach this course with an open mind. Open your mind, your chest, your head. Open it all. Do you understand? And let's have a very interactive one. Sometimes, no matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, I am going to make you rhyme like nursery school children. I will make you rhyme like nursery school. See how nursery school used to rhyme? A is for apple, B is for people, C is for simple. I'm going to make you rhyme like that. So be ready for times like that. Do you understand? All right. Good. See, someone is saying I thought it's my 10:30. Forgotten it's Nigerian time. Okay. Oh. Okay. No wahala. All right. So have you registered before? Who is projecting? Precious Achunye, have you registered before? Let's go into study. Please, everybody look at your screen. So I will tell you what to do. Have you registered before? Unmute your mic. You are presenting to us. Unmute your mic.
Yes, I've registered before.
Okay, you have registered before.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good.
So, should I sign in?
Hold on. Click on the N8N AI workflow automation. The other tab. Yes. Click on Get Started by your top right. Yes. Now this is where you will register, right?
Yes.
All right. You say share, show us how to share. I showed it here now. Your village people not allow you see them. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm going to show you later on. Okay. Now, okay, this is how you register. You go from here, you register. Okay, now let's go to n8n.cloud. The other tab, the next tab.
This one?
All right. Yes, that one. So when you register, it will ask you of a username. Do you understand? It will ask you of a username that time you register. Or I think it creates a username for you automatically, right? But it will ask you of a username. Now, this data ghost. Click on the sign in. I click on sign in. All right. Now, you now put your email and your password. The email that you use to, actually, okay, good. Click on sign in. Email now, put your email. Okay. Okay, it's gmail.com. Okay. Sign in. All right, good. Please save. Yeah, save. Okay, good. Leave it here. Here is very important, right? Sorry, let me answer Fevik Titi. Fevik Titi, go ahead.
Okay, actually,
Ask
I
your
was
question.
trying to know if I've logged in, but I think I've arrived. I'm here. I'm on this page now. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, it's a practical class. No time for theory. I'm seeing my face on your screen. All right. So here, there are two things you're seeing here. And I want you to understand this. See this N8N as your normal HCI. Okay? Now see, I'm using a Samsung device, right? I'm using a Samsung device. Abi? You that is using an iPhone, all right? There is something here. Let me show you this. Look at this. Power off is here, right? Look at it, power off, Abi. Power off is here. Whether you're using iPhone or you're using Techno, power off is power off here. Power off is power off on iPhone. Power off is power off on Techno. Power off is power off on laptop. Power off is power off on television. Power off is also power off on your car. Do you understand? Good. Most of the things here are literal. The way it sounds, that is the meaning. Start from scratch means that you should start building from scratch. Click on Run Live Demo. Let's see what it will bring. Run Live Demo. Good. Thank you. Run it. Run live demo, it has brought you to what? Where you will chat with an already existing it wants you to demo an already existing workflow. But if you want to work on this workflow, can you work on it? Answer is no. Click on BBC News. That BBC News there, double click on it. Double click. Thank you. Look at the RSS feed. With this setup, do you know what to be done here? I trust you don't know. All right. So why are you going to start from a template? Why would you start from an AI? Why would you start from running a live demo? So use those ones. So we are going to what you should care about. What you should care about is starting from scratch. You see how I'm stressing it? Please, everybody, unmute your mind. Unmute your mind. Let us rhyme like everybody, unmute your mind. So I said what matters is starting from scratch. I said what matters is what?
Starting from
Repeat it again. Thank you. So when you start from scratch, you start building workflows from scratch, bit by bit, bit by bit. That will make you understand when something errors out, you will know where to start from. So click on the X at the top right. That dots, beside the dots. Yeah, the X there, yeah. Click on it. Okay. Now go to, by your left, you see a home button. By your left, you see a home button. By your left, something that looks like a house. A house, a house. Yes, good. Thank you. Now that workflow now has been added automatically, but I want you to delete it. That chat with the news, by the right hand side of it, you see personal, 3 dots. The 3 dots. By
Where? Which side?
No. Go, come down. Chat with the news. Yes, that chat with the news that is there looking at you. Chat with the news. Go to the right hand side. Behind the 3 dots are the right hand side of it. Yes. Click on it. Click on archive. Archive. All right. Good. Reload your page. Reload your page. Okay, good. Now, click on create workflow.
I have the different interface right here.
You have what?
The different interface right here on my own page, the overview. I have something start with the template. That's what I see.
Let me see your interface. Sometimes if you guys have different interface, that is why on the first day like this, I like you people sharing your screens. All right. No, don't stop sharing your own yet. Don't stop sharing your own. Just leave it. His own will come. All right. I just say share your own screen.
Yes,
share your screen.
I'm not using laptop to FaceTime right now. Can I share it with you? I'm using my phone.
No, you cannot share screen with phone actually. You cannot share screen with phone. But then look at here. Look at here. You have 2 things showing on. Okay, Kriambulem. Yeah, good. Awesome. Yes. This is another interface that you might see in your own.
That is what I'm seeing.
Exactly. What did I tell you people that matters?
Start from scratch.
When you look at the bottom of this screen, you see that particular thing I mentioned, which is start from scratch. Can you see it there?
Yes.
Okay, click on start from scratch.
Wait, where did it go again?
What? No, this is another person. This is another person's interface. Now, it is possible you see a different interface. That is what I'm saying. It is possible you see this kind of interface. When you see this kind of interface, don't be scared. Now, what this simply means is this. At the top there, it is telling you start with the templates. Obina Collins, no problem. Now, it will tell you start with a template. When you click any of those templates, any of these things, it will take you to people's already built work. You understand? It will take you to people's already built work. You don't need them for now. Later on, when you master it, you use it, no problem. But for now, you don't need them. So what you need is what starts from scratch. So click on the start bullet, click on the start from scratch that is below at the bottom. On your screen, there is start from scratch.
Yeah, I can see it, and I'm clicking, but hold on, please.
Yeah, click on it. Good. Now it has brought you to that precious Actually interface. Do you understand it now? It has brought you to the same place. Good. So what matters is start from start. And when it brings you here, you will see two things here. The first one is add first step. The second one is build with AI.
Yeah.
You understand? Add first step means you building it by yourself. But building with AI means that you will tell now inside N8N there is what is called N8N AI. All right. Now this N8N AI, Kirian.
Yes.
By your right hand side, you will see a purple star sign there. Purple star sign. Yeah, that is N8N AI. Now that N8N AI is what builds when you click on build with AI. So when you click on build with AI, you will just tell the AI, I want to build an automation that goes to market to buy pure water and crayfish to build it for you. You will watch it there building it for you, but you don't need that for a start. Remember, I told you that I'm going to treat everybody here as a novice. So you do not need that for a start. Later on, you can start building with AI. So if you build with AI right now, what if your AI gives you errors? What if you build structure that you don't need? What would you do? Can you debug it? Can you fix it? You can't fix it as a beginner, right? So what matters is start add first step. Now click on add first step. Cool. You start adding your workflow. So from here, I have taken you through registration to what matters in your own interface that you will see. This is the interface that you will see. So I'm now going to show my own interface. Now, my own interface, every other thing you will do here now is the same with my own. Do you understand? Every other thing you will see is the same with my own. What the difference was that the process of starting your first step and all that. So before I share my own, Idode, go ahead with your question.
Yes, I can't find start from scratch on my interface.
So what can you see?
You're just saying a double A3 for workflow automation templates, and
Please share your screen.
Fingers crossed.
Are you sure you registered on N8N.io?
Yes.
Okay, let me see.
Should I stop sharing?
Yes, stop sharing. I want us on this page, please, people should be patient. On this first day, it's usually rowdy like this. Because there are some people that if you don't get these results today, they will keep on being confused till the end of this class. You understand? All right, good. Now you are on. Hold on. Scroll to the top. Yes. You are on manage. Okay. You are on manage. So click on dashboard. Okay, then open instance. Click on open instance. Yes. Now, on this open instance, click on, okay, I think your own is actually reading, what was it called? Maybe your own, the place where your own is, what's it called? Okay, now, thank you. what is happening here now, what you're seeing here is when you start build with AI. This is when you want to build with AI. This is what you see.
Okay.
All right, when you want to build with AI. But click on that home button by your left. The home button that looks like a house. Yes, by your left. Yes, click on it. It brings you back here, right?
Yes, nothing is changing.
Nothing is changing. All right, good.
Um,
Click on new workflow below. New workflow below. Yes, click on new workflow. All right, good. It has brought you here. So it depend. I think this your own now used your geographic location. So your geographic location can actually affect your interface or your version as well. Sometimes you register, it will take you 2 versions behind.
Okay.
It will not bring you to the latest version. So your version can also affect. So what matters here now is start add first step. That is what matters. Add first step. When you click on add first step, it will yes. So for everybody, that is what matters. So are we all clear now? So I believe all of you now have seen the different challenges you can face while registering. And I hope this is not going to be an issue anymore, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So stop sharing your screens. Let me now use my own.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So Desoye, are you still raising your hand or it was the one you raised before? I said by now, I'm supposed to be paying you, sir.
Yeah, it was the one I raised before now.
Okay. Obinna Collins, you want me to teach you how to share? No problem. Obinna Collins, let me
Yes,
share.
I'm here.
Okay, you're talking about teaching you how to share, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is N8N of AI automation class. So I'm going to give you an added service. Now look at my screen here. Can you see this thing I am hovering on where my mouse is? Can you see where my mouse is? Obinna Collins, can you see?
Yes, we can,
Yes,
sir.
I can see.
Good. You click on this. You click on it, it will show you to share. Then you pick the screen you're going to share and share. All right. So don't worry. I can make a recording using Loom. Can make a recording of it, how to share screen and send to the group, right? We good?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. So everyone here, let me see. Let me increase this. Are your screens on full screen? Because I'm going to take you to my own place now. Yeah, this is it. So in your own, okay, so everybody, you will mute your mic now. When I say unmute, you unmute and you rhyme the way I want it to rhyme, because that rhyming is with me parts. Understand? Okay. So first of all here, this is your N8N interface. Here, all these, they are your N8N interface, right? So I'm going to explain one after the other what they do. The things that concern you and the things that do not concern you. Do you understand? Awesome. First of all, like I said, what matters to you is this guy here. You can see that my own is only one, and that is the plus. But on your own, you have two. All right. This is because I don't have access to that N8N AI. All right. That is because I am hosting on a server, external server. This is not on N8N. Okay. Then, whether it is my own or it is your own, what matters is this cross sign. But Igbo people that are here, you see now Fanna, the name of the. Understand? This is what matters. This cross and cross. And you see add first step below it. So adding first step means that when you click, this right hand side is open for you. Then you start adding the nodes you want to add. All right. Now, first thing first, add first step. Second thing you need to bear in mind is everything you are using here is called a node. whether it is AI agent, whether it is spreadsheets, whether it is switch, whether it is edit field, whether it is code node, all of them are called node. N-O-D-E. Someone say N-O-D-E. Repeat after me. N-O-D-E. Oh yeah.
N-O-D-E.
I did not say N-O-D-E. I say N-O-D-E. Repeat it.
N-O-D-E.
N-O-D-E.
Thank you. God bless. So it is called node. N-O-D. For English people, you can say N-O-D-E. But this class, what we know is N-O-D.
Any?
Now, N-O-D-E, that is node. Now, everything you're going to work with is a node. You understand? There are app-based nodes. There are core nodes. App-based nodes are those nodes that you
Sir, sorry, sorry, sir. I don't get you. You say they are what?
there are app-based nodes.
The app-based node.
APP, that is app-based, external applications, like applications. External applications, those are app-based nodes, and I'm going to show you samples of them, and I'll teach you to all the core nodes. But let me finish with the interface first, then I'll go through the app-based nodes. Do you understand? Now, these different type of nodes, app-based nodes and core nodes. Core nodes are the ones that are controlled inside N8N. N8N is the owner of those nodes. So whether you like it or not, you must use them in one way or the other. Example, your trigger, your switch, your edit field, your function or code node, your filter, your weight, your loop, all those things are core nodes. They all function inside N8N. So whether you like it or not, you use one or two or three of them. Do you understand? You must not use all of them, but you must use one or two or three or four of them, right? Whether you like it or not. Those are called core nodes. C-O-R-E. C-O-R-E. Core nodes. Do you understand? Now, the app-based nodes are those nodes that are owned by external application. Example, your Gmail node, for instance, look at your Gmail. Oh, sorry. Example is your Gmail node. Gmail. This is an app-based node. You can see it has. When you see this, you will already know that it's the Gmail node, right? It is Gmail, rather. If one wants to see this, let me show you another one here.
Okay, so sorry.
When you see this, you already know that this is Facebook node. So this is an app-based node. This is an app-based node because it is not N8N that owns them. But yes, they're inside N8N. They are not core nodes. N8N does not determine what they do.
Sorry, sir. I have a question. So does it mean that any app can be an app-based node?
An app-based node. App-based. I call them app-based, right? But here, look at what they are. They are app-on-app events. So these on-app events are those nodes that are external applications. You can see them. They're external applications. Airtable, look at them, right? Appify and all. Yes, they are external applications. Do you understand?
Yes.
So for now, just understand this explanation. When we start using them, they will now. You understand, ba? When we start using them, or when we start doing it, you will now have clearer understanding of them. But go ahead, understand these explanations I am giving. For now, let's take it step by step, step by step. Okay, see this journey as you just gave birth, or they just born you. You will not start running. All right. You first of all start crawling, start sitting, start crawling, start walking before you start running. Do you understand? So let's take it like that. So let me now explain the interface. All right. Now, this interface you are seeing here, this is where you start building your phone, you can either click here, either you click here, either or either, whichever one. English people, correct me. Either or either, you click here, the right hand side will open, or you go here, you click here to open, to add a node. Do you understand? Now, this what you're seeing here from A to Z is called canvas. So when I tell you to go back to your canvas or go back to your editor, it means that you should come back to this interface. Go to your canvas or go to your editor means come back to this interface here. All right, this is called canvas or editor. And how do you know that you're actually on your canvas or on your editor? Look at this top here. This is editor, executions, evaluations. Editor is where you edit. All right, so when I say go back to your canvas, come back to this place. All right, then next is executions. Executions means the executions or that particular workflow where you are. How many times has you run? That's the process or how it has executed. All right, they will all appear here. Now there is no workflow here. There's no workflow here. Let me show you an instance of an execution. Let me go back to this place. These are the list of my workflows. Do you understand? Now this is the workflow I finished this morning. I finished this class this morning, right? So now this is the one you filled when you registered. Let me show you the executions. All right. Don't get intimidated with this. Very soon you start building something like this. If I click on these executions, I will see every execution it had when you filled. Can you see them? I don't know why it's not loading, but then I should see, it should keep, yes, it has loaded below. This is when it errored out and all this. These are the executions. So some, now this is the execution, and I've seen that, okay, it processed from here to here. It started processing from here and it processed to here, right? These are the executions. It's showing me when it ran, it succeeded, and that it ran in 32 seconds. This one ran in 27 seconds, this one ran 20 seconds, this one ran 31 seconds. Which means by the time you submitted it till when I received an email. Now you will receive an email, then I will also receive an email. So it means that from the time you submitted till when I received my email, it took 32 seconds. Now, the essence of automation, this long process of you filling a form, separating the form, going where you have to go, you receive that long email, you received and everything, took only 32 seconds. If it was a human being that was supposed to do that, that is not supposed to take less than 30 minutes. True or false? Is it supposed to take less than 30 minutes to do? Catch your details.
No.
Thank you. Go and store it. Draft the email, send to you, and send to me. Store your what is it called? Store your payment receipt inside Drive. Store it in spreadsheet. Then write the email and send to you. It's not, give or take 30 minutes, right? But now, in automation, it took 32 seconds. All right, good. So that is executions for you. So I just showed you example of execution. All right. Then evaluations is one of the things you may not actually use. All right, because it requires evaluation is more like you evaluating a workflow to know when the time is saved and all those things. I've never used it, right? So let's leave that. Now, another thing here that's very important that you're going to see is this here. For every workflow you are using, we have for every workflow you are building, excuse me guys.
Was the network frozen or what?
Sorry, I said just give me a minute, right? Give me a minute.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so sorry guys, sorry. I didn't even know my video was not on, and I was doing plenty demonstration. I was doing action demonstrations, so I didn't know my video was not on. Okay, so here for every workflow you are building, this workflow 41. Do you understand? For every workflow you are building, it will auto name that workflow. Workflow 1, workflow 2, workflow 3, workflow 4, workflow 5, right? But trust me, for you to build any workflow you're building, please, the first thing you should do is to rename. So today, I'm going to rename this March week 1, day 1. Do you know why? So that when I easily look at this workflow here, I will know that, okay, this is the workflow. All right. Now, this workflow 39 and workflow 40, I don't know what they are. I do not know what they are. I cannot remember the reason I picked them until I open them. So imagine all your workflow are workflow 1, workflow 2, workflow 3, workflow 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then there are times that when you do the workflow, you change it immediately. It does not retain that 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now look at all these ones: workflow 30, workflow 31, workflow 28. I don't know what they are. I've forgotten what they are, right? So that is why you should always rename your workflow. So here, to rename your workflow, what do? You click inside here. Here, you click on it, you rename it. Very important that you must rename your workflow. Now, what are the other things to take notice of in this interface? Other things are things like this zoom. This is a zoom. You zoom in your workflow. This here is zoom out. You zoom out. That zoom out. It has gone to South Africa. Look at it. It has gone to South Africa. You can't see it again, right? Then here is to reset zoom. You understand? Here is to tidy up. When I say brush up or tidy up, the things that I'm talking about here, just click here on tidy up or brush up. Now, what does this brush up mean? Let me show you what brush up means. Let me show you what it means here. Let me show you what it does with something like this. Okay, come on now. Let me show you what it does. Imagine this is here and this is here. Remember, we are not touching anything AI for like 2 weeks. Do you understand? I'm drilling you people first in the non-AI part. Okay. So this here, imagine this is like this. This is like this. Okay. What does tidy up mean? Tidy up will rearrange it how N8N thinks it should be. In case when you're building complex or multi-level automation, you can arrange them by yourself. But tidy up will make, once I click this tidy up, to come back to how it should be. All right. So zoom in is to zoom in the workflow. Zoom out is to zoom them. And let's see if they'll go back to South Africa. They've gone to South Africa. See, they don't go to South Africa. All right. Then this one means to fit. To zoom it to fit your screen, to make it to fit into the width of your screen. Look at it here. So it's still this one, right? For instance, look at this. Right? If I take it like the zoom to fit, will allow it to be the way it is. Do you understand? It will allow it to be. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
No, zoom to fit, we allow it to be however it is without rearranging it. But tidy up does what? Please unmute your mic. Tidy up does what? Rearranges it.
Rearrange it.
Rearranges it,
So zoom to fit does what?
allows it to stay the way it is.
And allows me to see it also.
But fits it to the screen. But
Put it to the
allows
screen. Yeah.
allows it to be the way it is here. So
Sorry, where is the zoom to fit?
this is zoom to fit here.
Okay.
Zoom to fit there, right? I hope you guys are understanding.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Then another thing you should look at is there is one particular orange color that is here. I don't know what you're seeing, but me, I'm seeing an orange color. Now, this orange color is execute workflow. Now, what there is difference between when you are executing a node and when you're executing workflow. Executing a node, for instance, this if I execute this node here, it will only execute this particular node. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But when I click on execute workflow, you can see that only this node has executed now. Do you understand? But when I click on execute workflow, it will execute the entire thing from beginning to the end. However, it will error out because of this red block sign here. Look at the problem stopping execution. Yeah, you get. Now, this is this. I'm going to remove it. Now, other things you are supposed to see are your. Let me put here. Yes. To collapse this, click on here to increase it. So this is collapse sidebar and expand sidebar. What did I say? Collapse sidebar.
Sidebar and expand sidebar.
Again, collapse.
Slide sidebar and expand sidebar.
All right, good. Then this chart here, when you click on chart, it will take you to agents. For now, you don't need them. It will take you to agents. All right. Now, your agents, it will want you to like build agents or something like that, or you invite other users. But then, for now, you do not need them. So let's click these ones. I got them. How I'm coming. Let me take it back. Yeah, let's take it back here. This star here, what you're seeing, this please who is that? Please mute your mind. Okay. All right. Okay, so here, this star you're seeing here shouldn't be your business actually, because this is just telling you that okay, 180,272 people on GitHub like N8N. 180,000 persons on GitHub like N8N. Right, so 2 days ago, yesterday on TikTok, I was explaining that. For those of you who joined yesterday's TikTok, I was explaining that you will hear a lot of people telling you, use this AI agent builder, use this agent builder, use this agent builder. But which agent builder do enterprises adopt? Do you understand? For enterprises to adopt N8N and they're using N8N, it wasn't a mistake. All right. Content creators will come out, take advert or want to use content to earn money, will tell you N8N is dead, use this one is dead, use that one is dead, use this one. But at the end of the day, go and check job adverts. What tools do they need? Have you seen any job advert say they need action model? Have you seen any job advert say they need all these small agents that they are telling you to use instead of using anything, or agents builders, they'll tell you to use those. Have you seen job adverts using those ones? All right. So anyone you want to put your energy in learning usable ones, right? But now I continue. So here, this is personal. Personal means these are your workflow. Of course, this is the personal instance, right? These are your workflow, your personal workflows. I've shown you chat. Overview is when it brings you to this interface here, this full overview, which I'm also going to explain to you here, right? Then here, this is your templates. Templates. If I click on template, oh, it has increased. You now have 8,834 workflow automation templates inside N8N database. What it means is some are free, some are not free. For instance, you can see here NG, personal AI assistant with Telegram, voice, and text. If I want to build a personal assistant with Telegram, I can just easily come and click here. All right. If I click here, use for free because it's free. All right. I will choose which of my instances I will use it on. Please, this side is just to demonstrate to you. All right. But I'm also going to do this. Okay. Now, I have already chosen this, and now I've chosen this template. I can now build using this person's template. I can now build, connect my Telegram, connect my Open, base row, and all those things. All right. Good. But question now is this. Now, this is the person's YouTube, how to make use of it, right? Question now is this. What if I don't know how to build? Can I know what happened here? You may not know what is happening here because you don't know how to build, which is why you should always avoid templates for a start. All right. Yes, if it is me, I know what is happening here. I can use it, and I can also tell you that this one here, okay, this is a personal assistant, so it is not wrong, it's right. But if it was a customer agent, I will tell you that something here is wrong, which is this email. It looks perfect putting your email here. All right, putting your email, putting your calendar here. All right, it looks perfect, but I am not going to do that if I am building a customer care agent. And I'll show you, I will tell you, please remind me, ask me why did I save it when we get to AI agent, right? So I'm deleting this. So why did I bring this up? Just to show you about templates, right? Now this is your template. Now, before it was 6,000 something, it got to 7,000 something template. Now it's 8,834 template. You can come back tomorrow and it's 9,000 template. People are developing templates and pushing out there. You buy some, take some for free. But for now, avoid templates. And these are the categories of template: marketing template, sales template, support, the IT ops, document ops, and other. All right. Now come here and pick any of your templates you need. But please learn how to build first before you start choosing templates. Be a bad first before you become Badu. Be bad Badu before you become baddest. All right. Now these are insights. Now these insights, for me, I will not see these insights actually, but this insights is supposed to show me the performance of my workforce. All right. But because I'm self-hosting, you know, N8N, this is money-making venture, right? They want you to have some access to some features when you pay. All right. So this is help and your setting. Help. What do you want to? What now to update? I will quickly go here to update my instance. All right. But then since I'm hosting on someone's server, I am going to call the person to say, hey, update this instance for me, right? Then this is settings, any other thing you need, usage and plan, and every other thing, right? Now, for the person that's asking of users, now let me click on users and know if I can invite somebody here. Okay, look at it. Upgrade to unlock the ability to create additional admin users. So because I am posting on VPS, I will not be able to invite anybody. All right. So let me see. Row. Now, person is only going to be a member. Person cannot be an admin. All right. Person cannot be an admin. Person will only be a member. I can invite the person. Well, maybe you can try this and see how that was going to work. All right. So, yeah, that is it. Okay. So, going back to overview, and here, now on this overview here, overview is supposed to give you a quick glance of everything that is happening on your workflow, on your instance, not your workflow. Now, your instance is this your account. Are you people following me at all? Or am I talking to myself? Your instance, are you guys following me?
Yeah, we are following you.
Yes.
All right, good, good, good. So your instance is your own account. Do you understand? Is your account what is happening on your account? So when I say open your N8N instance, it means open your N8N account. So it is called instance. All right, just like your Discord is called server. This one is called instance. Yeah. So here is the product execution. Those that I have published, the executions that are in production, right? This is executed 85 times, but then this is a reset. I think in 7 days or so, or thereabouts. All right, 85 times, which is 40. Now it is 45% less than the former production. Do you understand? Look at it, 14th March to 21st March. Okay, that's in the last 7 days. Now it failed 3 times, which means it's 81% better than what it failed before. Now failure rate is 3%. Failure rate is 3%. But now ask me what is causing this failure. What is causing this failure is still because of you people. Not really. On the form you're uploading, I will tell you it is clearly there. Upload screenshots. Screenshots only. That is picture only. And some people are uploading PDF. So when you upload PDF, it will break. I did not make the workflow to handle PDF. I made it to handle only pictures. You understand? So when you upload a PDF, it fails. But some people will upload PDF and it fails. And I'll still be the one to go and ask some people that you uploaded PDF, please upload an image, right? So this is the failure rate. Then this is the time saved. Time saved, they want you to have it as a feature, right? So this is time saved, and you're going to run that using your evaluation. You understand? And this is the runtime, average runtime. So each workflow, what is the average runtime of each workflow? 16 seconds is the average runtime of each workflow. You understand? So here, these are the list of your workflows. These are the credentials when you connect credentials. Now, what are your credentials? Credentials are those account access, your APIs. Look at them: Gmail, spreadsheets, Google Drive, Telegram, Airtable, Postgres, Supabase, Starbase, SAP API, Google Calendar, in the mosquito game. This is Typeform, Open Router, Open AI, this ChatGPT, Open Router, WhatsApp account, Facebook, Google Gemini, and Open Router. So these are the credentials I've connected or I'm currently using here. And again, these are your executions. Then data table is one feature that came recently. Instead of you forming a data on your spreadsheet, you can use N8N internal. You can create a table inside N8N and use it. Okay, your variables have to upgrade to make use of this. Yeah. Okay, now let us now go into creating a workflow and explaining all the call nodes one after the other. Before I do that, I would like to take questions. Any questions? Or are you tired already? Any questions? The Prosper said no question. Everything is well understood, right? This is just explaining the interface. Everything is well understood, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nobody has a question and nobody is tired. Okay. Fabric City, go ahead.
Okay, actually, you're not tired. Maybe after the whole thing, I'll try and practice this one because it looks as if I don't know if we're going to get confused when we start on our own. I don't know.
Yes, definitely when you start on your own without guide, you're not starting today. You're not starting today. So for this video, you can just watch it like a movie. This particular video, you can watch it like a movie. But from tomorrow, we'll start building things. Right? That is when you start practicing and it will start getting easier for you. All right. Is that okay? All right. Learning time. Go ahead.
Yes, okay.
Sorry, did you ask if we were tired?
Yes. Are you tired?
Not at all. I mean, I think I love the way you teach. I must really commend you. The way you have broken it down, like into foundation, so that people don't have to rush using a template like from the scratch. I love your teaching model. So keep it up. I'm not tired. Actually, my energy is bossing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Do you agree with her? Do you people want to rhyme like nursery school again? All right. Okay. Okay, good. Let's continue. Thank you very much for the coffee. Even this compliment now has it busted my morale. All right. So okay, now we go to so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start breaking down the nodes one by one. Tell you what they do, when to use them, how to use them. All right. However, right now it might start getting a little bit confusing. Period. I beg, calm down. Me, no only Igbo assets I get. Right. So it might start getting a little bit confusing for now, but for now, just listen, learn what these nodes do one by one. All right. Learn what they do so that when you start practicing them, do you understand? When you start practicing, you start fusing it together that okay, this is when I am to use this one, this is when I am not to use this one. You understand? So what we have here now remaining is we have value an hour to go. All right. And today's class is 3 hours full time. 11:30, 12:30. Well, yeah, 3 hours full time. Normally that's how today's first day is usual. All right. So don't get tired though. If you're tired, I told you to have pure water beside you. Drink pure water. All right. I don't say bottled water except for those outside the country. But if you're in Nigeria, go and buy a bag of pure water. Put pure water beside you. When don't drink bottled water in Nigeria so that you know that life is not easy. You understand? No, this one is talking about coffee. Don't drink any coffee. Drink pure water. Nigerians drink pure water so you know life is not easy. That's what I'm saying. If you can drink coffee, that means life is easy for you now. Life is easy for you if you can drink coffee. We pure water, the bigger. Okay, someone is trying to join. Who is this person? Amara Ofo. Amara Ofo.
It's still me.
Why are you putting two accounts?
Just wanted to put on my earpiece on my phone, so I'll just grab something.
Okay. Okay, you are not grabbing before. All right. So now we are going to show something. Who is that? Okay, prosper endurance. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you said something about the con node. Yeah, con node. You
Yes.
did not like explain it.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
That's how
I am going now to explain the core nodes one after the other.
okay.
I'm going to explain the core nodes now one after the other. Okay. So let's sit tight and listen very attentively. So here, everything we are doing here, you people have already rhymed node, N8N. Now, the first set of nodes, when I click here, immediately I click this add first step. I'm using some of this terminology so that it will always ring in your head whenever you get here. Something like bottom, you click in your head. Say, oh, code said bottom here, or cheat said bottom here. You understand? So when I click here now, bottom, this place will come out by my right hand. They will come out. Or when I go here, I click bottom again, they will come out. But let me use the middle bottom, and I click it, they'll come out. Now, everything that will come out first will be trigger option. Do you understand? The first thing is coming out here, you see, trigger manually on a schedule, web book call, on form submission. When executed, on chat message. These are trigger nodes options. Now, on app events, the first thing that also come up, in as much as they are app events, but when I click them, let me use one, for instance, the app events. Let me use Airtable, for instance. You see trigger will go on top. Actions will go down. These are app-based nodes. I'm not explaining app-based nodes, but app-based nodes are hundreds of them. You cannot go through all of them. But app-based nodes are the one you need that you will use. But all nodes are, whether you like it or not, you will use some of them. Whether you like it or not, you will use some of them. You understand? But app-based nodes are, it is your choice. The infrastructure you have, what you're going to use. Do you understand? Good. So let's leave this app-based nodes. But for whenever you're starting your first, whenever you're adding your first node, N8N is going to assume what you intend to add is a trigger. So it will bring trigger options for you. Or it will place the trigger option at the top of the app-based nodes, right? Now, here we have trigger manually. I'll put it here. Here again, now you will see something. Take note of this. Let me remove this. Look at. Please, what are you seeing? Trigger options, right? But by the time I have put a trigger here, you see that this interface here will change. That's changed. Rather, it is not telling you add another trigger at the bottom, but it's now showing you other options that are not trigger. And now it is now telling you action in app. Action in app is still that app-based node, right? Look at them, still that, right? But now it has changed. Before it was what? Let's check what it was before. It was on app events, but now it is now action in app. All right. So good. The triggers. Now, what are triggers? Let me bring out the types of trigger. So I add another trigger. On app event, no. Let me leave app event. On a schedule, I want to bring out the core triggers. Core triggers. I'll bring all of them. Form submission is also a core trigger because it is controlled in N8N. I'll add another trigger and say on chat message, you may not even know that this chat here is a trigger, but it's actually a trigger. All right. Then I'll add another trigger, and when running an evaluation, we will not make use of this one, so leave it. All right, because you're running an evaluation on data sets. All right. I'll add another trigger, and webhook call is a trigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are about 5 triggers, right? Sorry, who is this? Sorry, let me. Okay. Somebody studying himself. Okay, so here, now, what are these triggers? These are how many triggers I brought out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then another trigger is when executed by this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When executed by another workflow. Yeah, let me add 6 triggers. I'm going to explain these triggers one after the other. All right. So please listen attentively. This will help you build your workflows whenever you are doing your workflow. Right. Now, look at them here. So these are triggers. So what is a trigger? I don't like using the vehicle system to explain triggers. Now, this vehicle system that you want to drive your car. Now, you want to drive your car, you want to probably drive, those in the UK, you want to go from London to Newcastle to watch how Newcastle is going to win Chelsea, or to watch how Bournemouth is going to beat Arsenal, or sorry, to beat Man U because Man U not beat one much. Or you want to go and watch how Arsenal is going to start losing the the Premier League and lose the cup from this coming month, right? Now, what you have to do first, you have to go and start your car. That's kicking. That kick starting your car. Now you want to drive your car and go out, right? But something has to happen to your car first. And what is that? Starting your car is what? You're triggering down to start that movement. You cannot move that car except to start the engine. So what starts this your workflow from end to end is one particular node, which is the first node, or 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 the first node that triggers the action that will happen in the entire workflow. And if you look at these triggers, all of them have the same shape, which is P-shape. Triggers, whether it is on app. Now, let me show you also on app. Let me show you app here. On app events, I'll show you different. Let me use Gmail. It's the one that is easily accessible. Let me use Gmail and triggers. Sorry, this is even Figma. Okay, now let me use Figma. Let me use Figma. Look at Figma here. It's still the same C. Let me also add another trigger here. Gmail. I use Gmail. I use Gmail trigger. All right. And it is what? Another C shape. So anything that is trigger is C shape. But one thing I need you to take very, 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 very important note of is this. All these are triggers. Abi, all these are triggers. Let me change something here because it will get to a point where somebody will ask me, how did I get this particular name? Let me change this. This is Gmail, right? Let me change it to Enda Boski. Let me change webbook to Fire for Fire. And I change confirm submission to Papa. Is there any node inside N8N called Papa or Indabuski? Oh, I say Indabuski instead of Indabuski. Is there any node called Indabuski or Papa or Fire for Fire? Is there any node in N8N? Huh?
No.
Thank you. But there is a node called Gmail trigger node. There is a node called webbook trigger node. And there is a node called on-form submission node. All right. So while I am showing you all these nodes and you're practicing on your own, do not just center on the name. It is more important to take cognizance of their logo, their symbols. Do you understand? Someone might come here and ask me, how did you get an Indabuski node? Where did you add it from? No, there is no node called Indabuski node. But there is a node called Gmail trigger node. Do you understand? So you can change the name of your node. You can change the name of your node, but you cannot change the symbol. So you can come to a workflow that does not retain any of the original names, right? Somebody can decide to change all their workflow for which, yes, it is the best practice. When you're building your workflow, change their names, the nodes, change their names one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, right? Change their name, all right? Then, when you change their name, that will help anybody looking at that workflow or anybody inheriting that workflow to understand what those nodes do. Do you understand? Now, it's very important to do that. But there is no node called Indabuski node, Fire for Fire, Papa. Who is Papa? Nobody. But if you know this symbol, that this symbol is on form submission, you will simply know that, okay, this is N8N form, and this is Gmail, and this is webhook, this is manual trigger, this is chat, this is schedule trigger, this is Figma, this is when it's executed by another workflow, right? So as I'm explaining them, I'm taking my time to explain to you the importance of these core or significant steps that some people usually skip. You understand? And this is the foundation that you need. If you skip this foundation, you might find it difficult to adapt. If not, you'll be drinking only clear water whenever it's difficult for you. Abi? Now, good. So let me now explain them. Let me remove this and remove this. So these are 6 core nodes, all right? Now, this one here is manual execution, or execute manually, or execute workflow. What does it do? This node only triggers your workflow, your entire workflow, only when you come to click on it to execute. Do you understand? It triggers only when you come and click on it to execute. That is when it executes. So if you have it there, you must come to your workflow to click on it, or to click on here, execute the entire workflow. So it does not run on its own until you come and manually trigger it. That is what it's called, manual execution. You get, and it is very simple. When clicking execute workflow, so you come here to click execute workflow, or you come here to click execute workflow by the left hand side of it. That is only when that workflow will run. If you don't click on it, that workflow will never run. Do you understand? Good. Then
I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
So even when you've published it?
Yes, even when you publish it, if once you're using this particular one as a trigger, even when it is published, you must come to click on it.
And when can you use it?
You can use it when you want to, when you want to scrape the internet. Yeah, like you want to scrape internet, or you want to send email to people whenever you want, not on a schedule. You understand? Let's say you don't have any stated time that you carry out a certain event or a workflow we run, or let's say now you have let's say you want to scrape the internet for leads or something like that, right? I'm just giving you the reachable instances I can get in my head right now. Right, then you come here, you click on it, you scrape and store the leads. Right. For instance, here, perfect instance, you want to scrape the map using Apify, for instance. So you want to scrape Facebook using Apify, or you want to scrape TikTok using Apify. You know that Apify is going to cost you money, and it's not something you always scrape every time. And you want to use certain keywords. So it means that you just come here, change the keywords, and hit on your execute workflow. It will now execute. So you're not scraping every time. You're not scraping on a schedule. You're only scraping when you need. You understand? That's the time you use it. But sometimes on LinkedIn, you see a lot of people using it to build RAG system. RAG system will get to the time we build RAG system. We see people using it to build RAG system, and I personally condemn that kind of workflow. You understand? And in my RAG system, when I teach you RAG system, I'll teach you how to, so that you upload the document instead of going to your drive to start uploading the document manually. Just create a form for it, upload that document using a form, and the document will go and file itself instead of using manual work. When we get there, we will see, right? The next one is schedule trigger. Schedule trigger is a trigger that makes your workflow to run by specific time or using a specific schedule that you want it to run. For instance, you want your workflow to run every day by 7 a.m. You want your workflow to run every day by 7 a.m. You can open the node, trigger interval. Is it days? Is it seconds? Is it minutes? Is it hours? Is it months? You set it, and it will be running only that particular time you want it to run. If you want it to run every 3 hours, it will run every 3 hours. Your workflow will run. Want to run every day 7 a.m. It means every day 7 a.m. your workflow will run. All right, that is schedule trigger. All right. Then this is webhook trigger. Okay, webhook trigger has some explanation that some of you might understand quickly and some may not. Now, see your webhook. Hmm? The webhook is inside N8N sitting down, but it depends on external communication to run. All right. For instance, somebody has a website somewhere where people have to submit or fill a form. All right. But you're building an N8N workflow that will process that form that person is building on his website. Now that person has a form infrastructure already on his website. Do you understand? Or you're building a voice agent and you want your voice agent to come to N8N to pick one data or the other, or to come and summarize the call of N8N. You will use webhook. So now what does webhook? Webhook sits inside N8N and collects data from the external one. Look at it this way. You have somebody that is coming to deliver. You have somebody that is coming to deliver. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry. You have somebody that is coming to deliver burger to you in your house. All right, this person is coming to deliver burger to you or deliver a parcel to you in your house. South Africans, do you know what South Africa, Uganda? Do you know what suya is? Do you know what suya is?
No.
Oh, I wanted to use suya, but you don't know what suya is. Suya is one of the best. Nigeria suya is the best suya in the world, and suya is a suya. Any Nigerians here, you can explain to them what suya is on WhatsApp, right? So now somebody wants to come and deliver burger to you in your house, but you are inside your house, and the parcel or the delivery will come to your house to meet you. Deliver that parcel to you inside your house and leave. When you finish using the parcel or you finish everything, you will now give feedback to the person. Now that is how this webhook has. You understand? It only activates when that external data comes to it. Do you understand? Let me quick that with the person. Yeah, Idode, go ahead.
Sorry, what you're saying is webhook. Is this a sort of API or what for integration?
It acts like an API, but no, it is not. All right, it's something like that, but it catches inputs, not really integration. It catches inputs from the external source.
Okay.
You understand? It catches inputs from external source and runs. But APIs uses that external app to run, but this one catches the input sent by that external source to run. That's the difference here, right?
All right, thank you.
So that is this. Then this form submission is the one that runs when someone fills the form that you sent. And in case you want to use N8N form, you use it.
Sorry, Mr. Chibueze.
Yes.
I did not really understand the difference between the API and webhook. I just want to know, is this something that we still touch on in later classes? I feel like by the time we are hands-on with it, we would. Okay, so don't worry. We can proceed.
But let me quickly lay two emphasis on it, right? Now, API is application programming interface that allows two applications to communicate. For instance, you want to use your chat GPT inside your N8N. It means that you are using chat GPT inside N8N. Do you understand? You want to use Gmail inside N8N. It means you are using Gmail as an app inside your N8N. That is API, right? You are using Gmail inside, you're using ChatGPT inside, all right? But then what webhook does is that you are not using it inside, but you are using the output from it as an external place. You are catching that output that's going to give you, and you now use that data coming from it. Your WhatsApp, for instance, right? Okay, now seeing your WhatsApp, don't worry. When we use it, all right, you understand better.
So can I try to demonstrate my understanding? So
Okay, yeah,
maybe
go ahead.
for example, a webhook will be something like I am sending a package to an application like WhatsApp, or to an application like we can even use a Google Gemini. So an application like Google Gemini, the
Okay.
workload is done natively on Google Gemini. Google
Yes.
Gemini will send me
Would
an
have
in
send
or
the
an output
output.
back, and I would now
Catch
use
it.
that output in my workflow.
Exactly.
That is what a
Yes.
webhook is, right? So it's okay.
Yes,
But
yes,
if
exactly.
it is API, it is essentially running inside
N8N.
N8N.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what
Yes,
it
I'm correct.
is.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. Thank you very much for that. Just like now, we are taking this meeting. Okay. You can run a webhook that at the end of this meeting, the notes, the Gemini notes, the Gemini notes taken from this meeting will now be attributed, and webhook will catch it and now use it. It doesn't mean that my workflow is using this meeting, but it's using the output from this meeting. Something like that. You're very correct. You see, that's why I say you people should bring up ideas before you understand.
But can you
All right.
explain API more? I don't get it.
API is simply, yes, Kirian.
So I was going to ask with a more primitive example, more like if I'm using my Gmail and I get an email, then will I say the webhook is serving like when I receive the email, the Gmail sends the email to the webhook and the webhook uses it rather than having my email completely, my Gmail completely in
Yes.
a canvas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. That is more clearer for me.
Yeah, something like that. Yes. Yes.
So meanwhile, the API is when I'm completely using my Gmail inside of my
of your N8N. When you integrate N8N, when you allow N8N and Gmail to marry like this.
all
You
right.
understand? Both of them are like this.
Rather than the Gmail forwarding the mail to the N8N.
Exactly. So Amarachi of 4, your API is simply application programming interface, which it is usually explained this way, in one funny way, that it's a set of instruction or instruction guideline that some people sat down some years ago and determined that, oh, this is how one computer and the next computer are going to be interacting. Do you understand? Talking to each other. This one is like they're talking to each other like this, back and forth. Not one is talking to one and one will use it. Now ahead. So API is, like I said, like this. They come together like this. Do you understand? This one is talking, they are communicating like this. This one is they're talking to both of them. While webhook is, this one is talking to this one will catch it, go and use it, do everything, then maybe come back, send it out. You understand? That is it. So this application, this API is when it's used to interact between, that is used to have effective communication and interaction between two different apps. For instance, you are and it's what you're going to be using for your integration. An instance is this: you want to use your ChatGPT account inside your N8N. All right. What are you going to use to do that is your API. Right. So you will use your API to link your ChatGPT into N8N so that N8N will be using ChatGPT inside. So that when ChatGPT is running, it's using from your account and it's chopping your money. Understand? So it enables both of them to have that marriage, siblings, husband and wife, family, and anyhow you want to put it, right? Is that understood?
Yeah.
All right. All those people that say that they just woke up this morning. Okay, Akiyemi, go ahead.
So sorry, while we're waiting for that person, so in essence, API communication with application does not need triggers, while webhook needs triggers.
No.
Am I correct?
No. Now, API is app-based, all right? So API can come in form of app-based trigger. Do you understand? It means that you are using, for instance, now your Gmail as an instance. Whether your Gmail uses client secrets and WhatsApp uses two keys rather, okay? All of them are actually APIs, right? Now, that's what your Gmail uses, okay? But then there is a Gmail trigger. So if you don't link your Gmail using that API linkage, right? Using that integration, right? If you don't link, it will not work. However, there is Gmail trigger. So it means that it is calling activities of Gmail, not output from Gmail. You understand? It's calling activities on Gmail to happen inside N8N. Linking both of them, holding both of them together. Do you understand? See, you guys should just calm down. When we start using all those things, you see how they work better. All right. Hello.
Yeah, because I was a little bit lost because some of these people here they are into it and we were just beginners.
Exactly.
So they're making it a little bit difficult for us, I beg.
Yeah. Sorry. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like what Prosper just said now, the same thing goes to me. Like, I mean, we are kind of a zero knowledge about these things. So you need to break it down for us. And again, are we paying any money online to get all this API, whatever that you mentioned?
No.
Okay.
You're not paying. All right.
Okay.
Everything we are going to use here, we'll try as much as to use trial versions. Your ChatGPT is going to give you free trial tokens to use. Gemini will give you daily free tokens to use. Do you understand?
Okay. For the ChatGPT, if you exhaust the free trial, will you now have to pay money again for it?
They want you to pay money, but you can switch to Gemini, which gives you daily free token, right? But then use it judiciously so that you don't exhaust it all at once. It means that when you exhaust it today, you wait for the next day. Right?
Okay.
But then I also said if you should register an open router, then I would give you another place to register, which is Grok. GROQ. Okay, we'll use that. That Grok also gives you some daily free tokens to use or trial tokens, not daily.
So please say it again.
GROQ. Cure, like cure PR. Cure. GROQ. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back here. See, we've not even exhausted half of this. We've not exhausted half of this, right? So now I'm going to be doing questions like this. I will finish a part, then I'll ask for questions. I'll come back, finish a part, ask for a question, right? So that when you're watching the video will at least make sense without too much breakage, right? So here, this one here is execute or when executed by another workflow. Now, there are some workflows that you will need. However, you may not even build a workflow like this, funny enough. But sometimes you may need a workflow. There's another trigger. Let me add this. Let me add this. Error trigger. Yes, error trigger. Very important. This guy is very powerful. So this execute when executed by another workflow is you might have a workflow right now, okay, and you have a sub workflow somewhere, another workflow somewhere that it will be dependent on its particular workflow. So that when that particular workflow is running, it's going to call the other workflow. That is what this one is. So this one will now be the trigger of that new workflow that will be executed by another workflow, right? Then this one is your chat message. Now your normal chat message, you're chatting your AI agent, you send message to it. That is this one. Is it a trigger? Just like I said when I was adding it. Some people may not see this as a trigger, but it is actually a trigger, an important trigger. It's not just a chat include, but it's a trigger. All right. Then this error trigger here, like I said, is very important. Error trigger is a trigger that you can send, even if you have 10 workflows, you can send all of them to an error trigger, right? So that now what it does is it catches any error in any of your workflows. Catches the error. Now let me show you my error workflows. Okay, like that time somebody uploaded a wrong receipt, PDF instead. Someone uploaded a receipt instead of a PDF instead of a receipt, right? So I'm going to show you. That what we're actually seeing here is a class we did this morning. You will get to this place, this part later on. All right. So let me just quickly go down. Okay. What's this? And let me go to that. Yeah, error workflow. Look at it. That's it. There is an error in AI automation training workflow. Do you understand? Error workflow message. Then it now told me, now you are the one that is going to set all these things. You will now set all these things to say, okay, it should send you the execution URL. If I click on this execution URL, it will take me to that particular execution that it failed and why it failed. Now, this is what error workflow does. That's it, like that's taking me straight to that particular error. And I will just straightforward, I will see the error. Look at the error. String yields empty buffer. Now, why did the string yield empty buffer? If I open it, I will see that this person uploaded a PDF document instead of a picture document. That is why. Do you understand? So that is your error workflow. Your error workflow catches error on any of your workflow and notifies you. It wants it to notify you on email, on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Slack, anywhere you want it to notify you, right? Now, this is for the triggers. Okay. Now, let me go to what is this? This is 12:58. So we have 30 minutes to go. Please, if you're feeling tired, just
Sir, not that you have started any flow, right? You are just trying to explain to us.
yes. I've not started any.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to here. What I'm going to do now is I'll add the next type of nodes. How many nodes have I shown you? 6 nodes, right? Trigger nodes. So whether you like it or not, you might use one of those trigger nodes. Do you understand? Then here, I'm going to now use data transformation. Now I have core nodes, code in JavaScript. I have a question, calm down node. All right. I'll add another one, data transformation filter. Right. Let's see if we can finish all this. If we can finish all this introduction to nodes, so that next class we just start quickly. If we don't finish it today, right? Webhook. Now there is also a webhook. Okay, no, sorry. This is filter, data transformation, filter, limit. I'm going to add all of them so that I will just explain all of them. Limit, data transformation again, set field. This is set field or edit field. Data transformation is remove duplicate. Now, this remove duplicate, I'm going to add it twice. All right, remove duplicate is here. Please, if your eyes don't they blur, tell me. I will end the class. If your eye don't dey blur, I don't want your eye to dey blur. It go say me I don't blur. I don't dey blur. Let me know so that we can leave the rest for the next day. Okay? It will make sense if I explain and explain and explain whereby your eye don't blur. Yes, it will get to a time where you definitely your eye go blur. Not be now, but your eye is supposed to get when your eye go blur. Definitely. For people who do not understand what I mean by your eye will blur, those are not Nigerians. It means have I been on mute since?
No, you just muted yourself just 2 seconds ago.
I did not mute myself. How did this magic happen?
Maybe the AI, maybe he heard like blood or what? Blurry eyes.
Village people.
He's muted back.
Yeah, it has not mute again. I don't know why. Why are you meeting me? Okay, and Wills, you had a question. You were raising your hand.
Yeah, I was trying to ask you about the error trigger node. Should it be in all automation since it's very useful?
Yes, you should have it on all your production automation, all your published automation, yes, so that your workflow don't fail silently. There's what we call silent failure. Now, silent failure is when your automation fails without notification. And you'll be thinking that your automation, your workflow is functioning, but you don't know that it's not functioning.
Wow, thank you.
You understand? For instance, imagine you filled that form I gave you and you did not receive an email, and I don't have an error workflow that will notify me you did not receive. Now, I will be thinking that you have received an email, right? I will be thinking that you received every information that I intended to send you. But when it fails, I will receive that it has failed. Then I will now contact you and probably tell you, correct this, or fill it again and correct this. There are people that I told them to fill again. You understand?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm adding another one, data transformation. Please, whenever my mic mutes, please let me know. Aggregate.
Okay.
Aggregate here. Aggregate, and another one is data transformation, merge, and another one is data transformation again. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to fix. Another one is the data transformation again is convert to file. Convert to file. No, let me not use convert to file, but let me use extract. The extract from file. Let me use extract from file and extract from PDF particularly, because you might be using this when you have document workflows. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 here. 10 plus 6 is 16. Right? Good. So the remaining 8. Then there are 3 siblings I'm going to bring out here, and I'm going to bring them in flow, which is if. I already have filter, so I'll bring if. That if. I'll bring another one, switch in flow. Switch will be in flow, yes. Switch. All right. This is it. If 1, 2, 3. I call them 3 siblings. All right. 1, 2, 3. If you look at them, let me do this. Let me add this 1, 2. Yeah. You look at them, they have the same shape, but Okay, let me start from explaining the filter, if, and the switch. Do you understand? Please, today's explanation is very important so that tomorrow we will just go straight into building automation with these nodes, right? So let me start first of all with filter. Just like we all know, to filter something means to take only needed items and throw away on the items that are not needed. Filter is like to sieve. Take what is needed, discard the rest. That is what this one does. So let's assume that you are building a feedback form, and in that your feedback form or feedback workflow, you only need people, or let's say, in that you're building a survey form. Let me use survey, right? You're building a survey form and survey system rather, and in that your survey system, you only need people that are in Nigeria. So anybody that puts location as not Nigeria should be discarded. If Nigeria is not included, the person should be discarded. That is what this one will do. So it will pick only people from Nigeria, right? Practical instance with it is, let's say, let me look at those names here. Let's say Amarachi of 4. Is Amarachi of 4 still here?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say Amarachi of 4 and Will Chris. Let's say Amarachi of 4, Will Chris, and Kingsley Chizitiri went to the bank to withdraw money. All right. And when they got to the bank, what? To withdraw money, right?
I'm asking how much money because we need it.
Calm down now. Now is up first of all. Okay, so let's say Amarachi of 4, Will Chris, and Chizitiri went to the bank to withdraw money. All right. And at the gate, first of all, at the gate, they are telling the instruction to the gate man, to the security at the gate, is that only allow people that are coming to withdraw $10,000 and above to pass, to go into the bank. Then Amarachi, for being a rich woman, is going to withdraw $12,000. Will Chris, being, a big man, is going to withdraw below $10,000. Chizitiri, being also a big man, is going to withdraw below $10,000. Who do you think they will filter out, and who do you think they will allow to pass? Everybody.
Amarachi, of course.
Amarachi will enter.
And others.
That will please.
Others will. He said they will filter with Chris. I did not say they will filter out. Okay, yeah, you're right. They will filter with Chris and Chizitiri. They will tell them to do what? Go. They don't need them, right? Only Amarachi of 4 will enter. That is what filter does. I've explained filter and a go. So this is why I'm calling them siblings. Now, another one is the if node. Please be looking at their symbols, not their names. Be looking at their symbols. Now, the if node, the filter allows only one output to go through. The if node allows only 2 outputs to go through. Understand? So now, Amarachi of 4, Will Chris, and Chizitiri went to that same bank again another day. And the instruction to the gate man or to the security is only allow people that are coming to withdraw 10,000 above to pass through gate 1 and allow people who are coming to withdraw below $10,000 to pass through gate 2. Now, this is below $10,000. No specific amount, just above and below. Do you understand? But then, this is gate 1, This is gate 2. True or false? Then, when the security man comes there, he will ask, are you coming to withdraw $10,000 above? Amarachi of us says, yes, I am. Where will they allow her to pass through?
Gate 1.
Gate 1. So Amarachi of us will pass here. With Chris and Tuesday will say no, and withdrawing below $10,000. They will pass through where? Gate 2. Okay. When we use this, you know how to set them inside. There are parameters you set inside, which I'm going to teach you how to set. This is it. Now, this one allows plenty outputs to pass. Over up to 10, I've tried up to 10 outputs. It allows plenty outputs to pass. All right, that's why I call them siblings. Now, this one here, I'm actually for with Chris and Chizzy went to that same bank again. Now, this time around, I'm actually going to withdraw £12,000 or dollars. The Chris is going to withdraw $8,000, and Chizzy is going to withdraw $4,000. And they say, for those, now let me name this here. Let me rename this so that it's easier for you to see. All right. 10,000 and above. Okay. 5,000 and above. Then below 5,000. You see it here, right? Let me zoom it in so you see it. So Amarachi of all is going to withdraw $12,000. With Chris is going to withdraw $8,000, and Chizzy is going to withdraw $4,000. Then the security has an instruction. Allow people that are withdrawing $10,000 and above to pass through gate A, which is here. People that are withdrawing $5,000 to 9999 to pass through here, and anybody that is withdrawing below $5,000 pass through here. Where will Amarachi pass? Amarachi will pass here, right? With Chris will pass here because he's withdrawing in between 5,000 to 999. What this simply means is this will pick from 10,000 going high, and this here will pick from 5,000 to 9999. Why this one will pick from 4,999 down? You understand? So the Chris will pass here, Amarachi will pass here, and Chizzy will pass here. And that is why I call them 3 siblings, because they do almost the same thing, but they have different output capacity. Do you understand? So the filter, the if, and the switch. And our first assignments are going to be on them. So be ready for that. Our first assignments, not today but tomorrow, will be on them. All right. So another thing, we just have 15 minutes to go. Okay. Are you guys tired? All right. Now, you see, this group not they tire. If not the other, the last group, they cannot tire by now. William, na lie? Where William? By now they cannot tire. They say, we are tired. I say, okay.
Tired. We love tradition.
Eh? You say?
We are not tired. We love tradition.
You do what?
I said we are not tired. We love tradition.
You block?
He loves training.
Okay. Okay, you love training. Okay.
We are warming up.
Exactly. You're warming up to the thing. No worry. I go hold it my neck. I can do that like this. Just get ready. All right. So now the next one I'm going to explain here is, I call it the mailing. I don't know. We all know this story of Merlin, right? Who Merlin is. I call it the Merlin of N8N, and that is this guy here. Code node or function node. It's called code node or function node. Okay, any of these names is its name. All right, code node or function node. If I set for function, you see that it's in common. If I set for function, look at it. Function to common. So the name is function or code node. What does it do? Function node, that is where you'll be required to write some code. In fact, that is one of the places you'll be required to write some code. But don't worry, I already promised you and told you that I will show you how to use AI to generate any code that you need inside this. You understand? So you don't have to bother around that. I'll show you how to use AI to generate the code. You don't just go to AI, give me code for this. No, I'll show you how to do it when we get there, right? Now, what does this node do? That is one of the most underused nodes in N8N, all right? Now, this node does a whole lot of activity. It screens your data, it cleans your data, it transforms your data, it filters your data as well. For instance, you might be having an unstructured data that is coming. Let's say you have unstructured data where people wrote something like, my budget is 100K. 100K. 100K is not a figure, right? It's not even a word. But your code node, you can tell your code node to transform that from 100, anywhere it sees 100K, 1K, 1M, 1B, to turn it to number. The code node can do that. Some people use AI to do all those things, but when AI is overwhelmed, it's output wrongly. That is one thing. When AI is overwhelmed, when it's overworking, like has a lot of things running, this one will come run, this one to output wrongly. Right? So do not use AI to do those things. Use your code node to transform data, clean data, and sometimes too you have bulky data where you want, aside using information extractor, maybe you have bulky data where you want what's it called? You want, there are emails or there are some key information inside that data that you need to be extracted. Right? So you want them to be extracted, maybe pull up email addresses, pull up websites. You can use your code node to output those particular kinds of data. All right, without stressing or burning credits on the AI. All right, this is your code node, and it also changes. Like there was a work I did where I needed to count. One of the, in fact, the lead qualification is that for somebody who types, also see some funny parameters that you'll be given. The person said, I need my lead for someone to be qualified. The person's budget has to be from $20,000, and the number of words, sorry, the number of characters the person types has to be over 50. So the number of characters the person types, like you're typing now, you must type up to 50 characters and above. So not 50 characters, you must type above 50 characters for you, the person to see you as a qualified lead. And your budget has to be over $20,000. This is a career, this is a business coach, a consultant, rather, business consultant, right? Now, you use this code node to do things like that. You can use it to count the character, and it will output the number of characters that have been person typed. Right? You don't have to use your AI, but you can use this one, and it won't run you extra cost. Okay, I'll also show you how to do all this. Then another one that is also very powerful is your edit field. Your edit field or set. Edit field or set. Okay, SET or edit field. I hope you people are cramming the symbols, not the names. I can change all their names, but if you don't know the symbols, you will not know which node is which. You don't know which is which. All right. So here, your edit field is where you assign value or identity to variables. Okay, and you can also change, just like some things you can do on your code node, you can do them on edit field. You can also take a non-existent data. A non-existent data, for instance, you want whenever people fill the form, you want the time they fill that form to land in your database or your spreadsheet, right? But then you're using typeform, and typeform does not output timestamp. Since typeform does not output timestamp, what would you now do? You can come into this edit field and put timestamp manually here so that it would output. Now, for instance, if I go here, I come here and say timestamp, and I say 1 p.m. When I execute, it will output this timestamp to be 1 p.m. All right. But then don't ever do this. Don't ever do this. Rather, go and generate timestamp. Go and generate timestamp. Don't worry, when we get there, I will show you how to do that and why you have to do it. Yeah, something like this. Let me copy this and go and put it here. Okay, this is not. Oh, this is actually wrong. Just want to show you this. This is wrong as well. But now just instead right. Give me okay, yeah. This is the better one. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's not going to work there. Let me use where did I do something like it? Okay, let me say give me dots now JSON for current time and this is just this. I would just want to use it to show you. Okay, so let me use this. Let me use this. Yeah, this one has worked. So it's giving me this in ability to the lead. So if I process this, it will always give you the current time. Now take note of this, because this is a code that picks current time using the time zone you have set it or wherever you are. Right. So take note of this is 12:24:26. If I execute it again, 12:24:42. 42 here. If I execute it again, it is 12:24:49. All right. So why am I showing you this? We can actually use this code node to add in data that is not in existence. You understand? So when you add data that is not in existence, it flows into your workflow. All right. So now an instance is you do not have, maybe you are doing a workflow that requires a timestamp when the data was submitted, but then the infrastructure being used does not have a timestamp in it. Would you now say, oh, I cannot get my timestamp? No, you will not say you can't get your timestamp. Rather, you will now use something like this to include a timestamp or include any data that is not in existence. Okay. You can use here, you can use code note, any of them to do it. Okay. And we have only 5 minutes to go. I'm going to try and keep to time in this. Yes.
Sorry, one question, please.
Yes,
Just a quick one. So as you've just set the time stamping in there, so my question is, could you also provide the code by giving a command for it to be able to convert the time into either GPT time or American time, EST, da 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 da. Is it possible as well?
Yes, yes.
All right,
yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
So here now, let me say, okay, now look at, okay, if you want UK time zone, right? Now let me say, let me come here and say in EST time zone, and I want the time to be in a particular format. I want it to be year, month, day, then hour, minutes, seconds. Do you understand? It will now use this to run. You see the difference now? All these things are very important when you want to tell your AI to give it code. Right? Now look at it. New date 2, America, New York. Year, numeric, months. You understand? Then if I copy this and put here, it's going to work in EST time zone. Now this one is day. Look at this one is day, month, and year. 1224. This is this is +1, I'll be +2 GMT, right? So let me remove this and put this EST one here. The EST one, look at it. 2020 is now year, month, day, and it's now using EST time zone 8:27. You understand? So it has given you that time zone you want to give you the time zone you want. You understand? Is that well understood now?
Yes, it is. It is. I was just wondering, sometimes when you have a course, you're hosting a course and you send an automated message to your students. If you tell them it's happening for 12 o'clock Nigerian time, could you also set it that it does it automatically wherever you are in the world so they don't get confused? Just an example. I mean, I'm just asking. Is that possible?
Then let me say there is a feature here, I think it's on the form, that you can use the receiver's time zone, right? But if you are setting on calendar, then it should use the receiver's. That option. They're going to, when we start building, okay, we could use one of your use cases, right? We use one of your use.
We can do it next time so it doesn't take away your time.
No, not now. I mean, when we start building workflows, we could use one of your use cases to build workflow.
Okay, thank you.
You understand? So that we can use it. So if it's doable or it's not doable, right? Most times when I'm building in my class, I like my students bringing in use cases that they use. Then I use it to teach. You understand? And so we are out of time. This is 1:29. So I'm just going to use the 1 minute remaining to explain 2 brothers here. This one and this one. That is this and this. Right, then this one will continue this one tomorrow and finish the other 8. So when we finish the other 8, then we'll now go into building our first workflow. Okay, we'll go into building our first workflow. I will build it and get it to a level to give it to you as assignment. That is when I officially start pressing your neck, because you start having headache. And your headache is my pleasure. Your headache is my pleasure. And if you don't have headache, you will not learn. You need to start You need to start doing your hair like this. How am I going to complete this? Then come to the group, ask questions. Go to AI, ask questions. Go to the I will answer you, and I'll answer you, and I'll answer you, right? It's not, now this is how I like teaching. Sometimes I will do that thing halfway so that you go and complete it using the first one I have done. When you complete it and come back, that headache you pass through. That's also one thing where one of my VIP students confirmed this morning. He said, I referred to something. He said, coach, I was able to know that, I know that thing very well now because of the while I had the day I did it. I said, that's very good. Because he had headache doing it. I did. Understand? So you cannot forget that particular thing anymore. So that is it. So now remove duplicates. Remove duplicates and nodes. If you check, there are two remove duplicates here. Now, but the difference is just simple. The difference is inside here, you see remove items processed in previous execution, and this one is removed item processed repeated within current input. Now, what this one does, repeated within current input, is this. A situation whereby you have Chigweze Amuchi in same database, right? And let's say I'm supposed to send you people emails, okay, or I'm supposed to send you newsletter, or sometimes practically you have witnessed a situation whereby you received an email from a company twice or three times on the same particular, right? Please asking, who is in now? Larry. Okay. So you what's it called? You receive double email, but that double email, when you're using remove duplicate repeated within current flow or current input, what does it do? It removes any duplicates and allow only one of them pass. So for instance, if my email is wiskids@gmail.com, if I'm using email to filter, right, and I'm telling you, okay, remove duplicate of wiskids@gmail.com. So anywhere, if it sees wiskids 10 times, what is it going to do? It's going to remove 9 with chips and leave only 1. You understand? That is what this one does. Remove duplicate in current input. Now, this one that is in previous. So what this one does that is in previous, especially when you set it value is new, value is higher than previous value, and this are not mathematical, but this is simple one, which you can use maybe a document or anything like that. Yeah. Now, this one, what this one does is that, let's say you are sending newsletter, or you're pulling news from news platforms. That's one of the places we are going to make use of this. You're pulling news from news platform, or you're pulling in newsletter, or you're sending out newsletter to people, right? Now, that particular item, that particular ID, news ID, if it has gone through that workflow before, so now allow it to pass again, to block it. Anyone that has passed before, within that short period of time, maybe within 24 hours, to block it. Anyone that has passed before, it will block it. So it will only allow new items to pass. All right, that's what this one does. This one removes duplicated items in current flow, while this one removes an item that has passed before. It doesn't allow it to pass again. All right. So then, that is it. Tomorrow, okay. Should I finish this 5 now? I leave it tomorrow. Now let me leave it for tomorrow before some people I go blow.
Okay.
All right.
Elisa.
Yes, sir. Time for questions.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. So according to all the explanation you have on the notes, please, on each note, I just want to take a recap on every other thing. I mean, all the ones you have already talked about today. So we just short recap to hold on to. Thank you, sir.
I should do a recap of them.
Yeah.
If I do recap, don't say it will take another 1 hour.
You watch the video, you watch the recordings. The recordings.
No, just what the recording. That honestly, if I do a recap, that is going to take another. It's even better I finish. It will be easier to finish other ones than to do a recap. If I do a recap, trust me, another 30 to 30 minutes to 1 hour.
All right, I will now call you. How are you going to drop the things you are not yet ready with your website? So are you going to drop the cap on the WhatsApp group? How are we going to get that so that we watch it?
You mean the video recording?
Exactly.
Yes, the video recording, once it's ready, I will send it to you. But then I told the people that you should, because I'm trying it out. Let's use this opportunity to like have it in a well-organized form. So you just register there, yeah, optimalspark.com. I'll be uploading it there so that you'll be receiving it in sequence instead of putting it in a Google Drive. Then I'll just host it and hide it on YouTube for you to receive it and study it. We'll watch it directly from YouTube. But then, if you're the type that you want to download it, let me know. Or if you want to download it, let me know. I could make it available on Google Drive so that you can actually download. But then it's better so that it will be in sequence on this ultimaspark.com. But I just registered on ultimaspark.com. Someone has dropped a comment here. I also
So
dropped
also
it.
just send us the I think you send us the link so that we can go and maybe download, because most of us I know like used to all those stuff. Even Google Drive, all those things. I'm new. Alright.
Okay, yeah. So let me put it ultimaspark.com. Yeah, I'll put it in the announcement group. Yeah, go ahead.
So the two duplicates you just showed now, can you use it for instance, you sent out a form and then people are filling it and someone filled twice.
Yes,
You can
can
use
be
it.
used. Yes, in that manner it can be used. Someone feels twice, you can make it remove. You can use remove duplicate in previous execution. Or when someone feels twice.
Okay.
Yeah. But then, if someone feels twice, you now check what's okay. Yeah, you can use it.
Hello, just a quick one, please. So
Okay.
the N8N, is it the local that we are using or the cloud?
Use the one that you just registered on the cloud, the free account, the 14 days trial account. Use that one. Yes, many times.
Sorry, this is a bit out of context, but hope you can help. If you do your meeting through Google like this, would you if you compare it to Zoom, which one would you say is the best?
To me, I prefer Google Meet personally because of the flexibility, then we don't need additional app. And we in Nigeria here, Google Meet seems to take less data, less internet than Zoom. Zoom most time need drag more internet.
Okay, thank you very much.
I swear. This is the whole
Sir, I saw something on the link you just dropped. They said to subscribe. Is it to pay, or because I'm not really on there.
No, there's no payment, right? Just
okay.
We'll just register and subscribe, and I will approve you. It's just manually for now. Like I said, it's still in the works. It's still, you understand? But there's no payments required. Yeah.
Okay.
So any other questions? Let me stop recording. Any other questions?